Okay, so it turns out you like waffles. A lot of you like waffles. So many of you guys asked for my recipe for sourdough waffles, and to be frank, these waffles are a night and day difference to store-bought waffles. This is going to be short and sweet and super easy. Hello lovely people, Nicole here. Today we're going to make waffles with our sourdough discard. And if you're not sure what that is, you need to check out my video on making your own sourdough starter. There's a link below. Okay, let's go. I have about 3/4 cup of discarded starter. To that, I add 2 cups of milk straight from the fridge and 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I leave this on the counter overnight, covered by a plate, and in the morning I have a bubbly, risen batter that I enrich with 2 beaten eggs, a 1/4 cup of melted butter, that's 4 tablespoons, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. That's it. That's the base recipe, and you can add any other flavors from there. I sometimes mix in diced bananas or frozen blueberries. Sometimes I add a couple of tablespoons of cocoa powder. Often though, I just make them plain, and when I say plain, these taste anything but. Now, you might be wondering why the baking soda is in there if there's sourdough starter. See, the way waffles cook is different from bread. They're hit with very fast, intense heat, and there's not enough time for the lift to come solely from the sourdough. That's why you need baking soda. But sourdough starter is still essential for the flavor. You'll be amazed just how much flavor it brings to these waffles. There have been times when I didn't have as much discard to put in the batter as I usually do, and my husband always knows. He's like, these aren't as flavorful as they usually are. And that's why sourdough waffles are so much better than store-bought ones. You'll see. Just one last note on the staple recipe. If you're not using salted butter, then add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt to the batter. The recipe yields 10 to 12 waffles. I freeze them so we can pop them in the toaster during the week. I do that by sealing them in a Ziploc bag with a small square of wax paper between each of them so they don't stick together. By the way, you can use this exact recipe for pancakes too. So there you have it. That's the way I do my waffles. And if you have kids, it's the perfect recipe to get them used to cooking in the kitchen. My son has been making them with me since he was like 2. It's our little tradition. He hops up on a stool next to me and I let him eat the waffles as they come out of the iron, after they cool, of course. So let me know if you try this recipe, and remember to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you know when all my other sourdough videos go live.